You are not stuck. You're attached. People keep saying they're stuck. Stuck in their careers, stuck in their habits, stuck in their relationships, stuck in their finances, stuck in their life. But what if you're not stuck? What if you're simply become attached? Attached to comfort, attached to certainty, attached to who you've been, attached to the story you've been telling yourself. Because if we're honest, many people don't fear failure. They fear change. And those are not the same. Most prisons don't have bars. Most prisons are built from beliefs. I'm just not disciplined. I'm not a morning person. I'm not confident. I'm not good with money. I'm not a leader. After repeating those stories long enough, you stop questioning them. You start identifying with them. That's the danger. Because the mind will always work to remain consistent with the identity you give it. If you call yourself weak, your mind will search for evidence. If you call yourself unlucky, your mind will search for evidence. If you call yourself average, your life will eventually agree. People think they're attached to success. Most are attached to familiarity. Even when familiarity is painful, even when familiarity keeps them broke, even when familiarity keeps them lonely, even when familiarity is keeping them small. Because known pain feels safer than unknown growth. Read that again. Known pain feels safer than unknown growth. That's why people stay. That's why they delay. That's why they keep negotiating. Not because they don't know, because they are attached. Everything you refuse to release eventually costs you. A bad habit costs you. A limiting belief costs you. An excuse costs you. A toxic environment costs you. A weak identity costs you. And the frightening part is, the bill doesn't arrive immediately. It arrives years later. One day you wake up and realize you became the person your excuses were building. That's why every compromise matters. That's why every habit matters. And that's why every day matters. Kobe Bryant once said, "The job is not finished." Think about that. Crowd cheering. The game is over. Success is close. And his response is, the job is not finished. That's a mindset. That's an identity. That's a standard. Most people stop when they're tired. Champions stop when the work is complete. Here's the difference. Your feelings matter, but your responsibilities matter more. Your emotions are real, but they do not change the assignment. The job still needs to get done. You do not become what you want. You become what you repeatedly tolerate. You do not become what you dream about. You become what you repeatedly practice. You do not become what you say. You become what you do. That's the truth. Not because it's harsh, because it's useful. Ask yourself, what am I attached to? What excuse am I protecting? What habit am I defending? What story am I repeating? What comfort am I refusing to release? Because your next level requires a sacrifice. Not a sacrifice of money, not a sacrifice of time, a sacrifice of identity. You must be willing to let the old version of you die. The life you want exists. The confidence you want exists. The discipline you want exists. The future you want exists. But it cannot be experienced by the person you're unwilling to outgrow. Growth begins where attachment ends. Choose carefully. Your future is listening. The art of self. I release what no longer serves me. I outgrow the habits that weaken me. I refuse to identify with my limitations. I choose growth over familiarity. I choose responsibility over excuses. I choose action over negotiation. The job still needs to get done. I become what I repeatedly practice. I'm building the future I deserve. My future is listening.